that Mercy Johnson does jazz. For those of you who don't know jazz is aka juju, aka witchcraft, aka
AKAs for me.
Yeah, so they understand what I'm saying.
Okay.
And some people might say that Angela Okorie is an oversabi.
I see the link.
It's a sentence.
Wow.
No, you guys calm down. Don't come for me, oh. Don't come for me.
This is Real Dilemma Podcast with Regina and Dorcas.
Hey guys! Welcome to another episode of Real Dilemmas Podcast. We are your favorite hosts.
Oh my God.
Yeah?
Yeah, go on.
Dorcas
And Regina. It's so great that you're actually getting
Yeah.
you're getting used to it, right?
I mean, I think...
You're getting
just-
used to it.
Not really. I'm just saying it to make you happy. I'm just saying it to make you happy.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, guys, welcome to another episode. If you're new to this channel, this is Real Dilemmas Podcast. Please do not forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, leave your comments, interact with our video. We do this every week. We try to put out videos every week, but yeah.
Try. Emphasis on try.
Try. But even though we say we try, I think we don't give ourselves enough credit.
To be fair, yeah. So
We're doing good.
Let's pat ourselves on the back. We're trying for the fact that we are actually like we do everything ourselves.
Exactly.
So everything is set for us. Well, not for us. Sorry, we set everything up ourselves. It's not easy, guys. So please go easy on us.
Right.
We're trying to put as much out as we can.
Oh yeah, I just remembered. I was going to tell you something. So I called Regina earlier before I got to the studio. Something happened, and
Yeah, you
it
failed
made
to tell me.
Yeah, I wanted to tell you. I was like, I'll just wait till we get to the pod. I felt really bad, so I went to pick my kids.
Your children, okay.
Yeah, from school.
Do you know? Sorry, I don't like saying
You
the
don't
word
like kids? Yeah.
Have I told
But
you
you
that
just
before?
corrected me, you said
Yeah,
kid.
sorry.
Why?
It was, I don't know. I think because of what the kid means.
What
Like
does it mean, though?
baby goat. That's like what is a baby goat is a kid.
So why do they refer to children?
I
as
don't know.
kids?
I don't know where that started from, but I think since when I found out that that's what it means,
You just don't say.
and like because I'm so used to saying it, sometimes I do, but I have to correct myself. And even with the children now, they know. So every time I make that mistake,
They correct you.
he would correct my son would say, "Mom, it's children, not kids."
Oh, that's
But like
nice.
obviously, it's still a term that people use
Yes,
to
yeah.
so
But
sorry.
you guys get what I mean.
Anyway,
right?
yes.
Kids, children. What do you guys call your kids or your children?
Let us know down below.
So I went to get them, and my neighbor sends me a message at maybe past 1 to help her get her son, because we do that sometimes.
Okay.
I responded, okay, but I was half asleep, and then she had told me she was traveling and she was going to get them early today.
Okay.
So
Well, your children.
no, her own son.
Okay.
So she was supposed to travel with her kids.
It's alright.
She was supposed to travel with them today.
Okay.
So she told me she was going to pick them up early. This is a conversation we had prior,
Okay.
right? Today, she sent me a message that she would be running late and that I should pick her son up.
Okay.
I was half asleep. I said, okay. And then I woke up. I don't know. When I read it half asleep, I read, I'll pick him up early. I don't know how I
Don't
read
tell me you
something
left the
like
child.
that. I kid you not. I left the boy in school.
No way.
I did.
No way.
I did.
Wait.
And then-
Wait. How?
No,
What?
so when I go to pick him up, right, I usually just see him there.
Okay.
So when I'm getting Tenny,
Your
I get
son.
yeah.
Oh no. Okay. You mean the older boy?
Yes, the
Okay,
older boy.
yeah.
So when I'm getting Tenny, I get because they're in the same class. I just come on, let's go. And then today of all days, my mindset was wired. I don't know what happened.
So what? Did you pick your child up and then you left?
I just picked them up. And then guess what? Because I wasn't looking to pick him, I did not notice him. I did not see him.
So he wasn't even there.
No, he wasn't like.
Okay.
I did not see. How do I explain it? So I got there late. They usually there's a spot where you go to pick them up.
Yeah.
But because I got there late, they had left there.
Okay. Yeah.
And then the teacher saw me from afar and then just sent Tenny to me. So I didn't need to go so close. So I didn't see the boy. It was just.
Okay, so what happened?
I just.
I need the end of this gist.
I got home. The mom called me.
What? You went all the way home?
I kid you not. And
Oh
she
my god!
called me and she said,
I'm sure
my
because
son
the
with
school
you?"
would have called.
They didn't call her because she called me like 34 minutes after. Because it closed at 3. She called
Oh
me
no,
34.
that is so sad.
So she called and she said, are you guys not back yet? Because you should be back or something. I was like, what? See, I felt like...
Oh my God.
Immediately, I just told her, I thought you said you were going to pick him up early. And then she said, no, I sent you a text and you responded. So I went to the text immediately and I saw that she said, please pick him up.
Oh no.
I'll be running late.
No way.
Like, I felt so bad. And then she said, oh, don't worry, I'll go pick him up. I was trying to explain. I was like, I didn't even see him. Like, I didn't see him.
Oh, bless you.
She was like,
because it really wasn't you.
I was half asleep. But then again, what was I thinking of the conversation we had the day before? Because she told me she was going to pick him up early.
It's not your fault because you had a conversation prior. So you didn't have that, you didn't think it was going to change.
I didn't think it was going to change.
And then obviously because you were sleeping and you were in between sleep and stuff, you didn't read the message properly.
I didn't read the message properly. I felt so bad.
And I know you. And I know you. Oh, you
And then I called her back. I told B and then B was like, just call her back. So I called her back. I was like, okay, like I would go to the school now. I was already calling the
you
cab.
got all the way home. That's wild. That is wild.
I forgot the whole human. This is
child.
But I saw it's not funny.
And I could imagine how she would, because if it's my child, so I feel like
if it's my child,
like he's left on his own.
Yeah, obviously there'll be someone
in school. Yeah,
I would feel bad.
Yeah.
So I called her and then I was like, I'll go get him. She was like, no, it's okay that she's going now. And I did not want her to go because she has
other children to look after.
Yeah, so to get him, she would have to take all of them into the car. Like it was a lot. So I was like, I'll go get him. Oh. She was like, no, it's fine. She's going to get him. And then I was trying to salvage the whole situation. I went to Teddy. I was like, what happened? I didn't see him.
Not you trying to.
I was like, where was he? I didn't
not
see him.
Not the child. Not you getting Teddy involved.
And then Teddy was like, this is this girl. Then Teddy was like, I didn't see him. I think his dad picked him. It's okay. Don't worry.
Oh no.
So I went back to my flat. I was just feeling sad about it. Then my child now came to me and said, what did she even say? Said, I know she brought DJ Scooter to me and said, you can have this scooter. I know you feel bad.
I don't understand. Wait, what are you supposed to do with the scooter? Stop.
She was like, you can have.
Children are so cute.
You can have.
They're
I
so
know
cute.
You feel bad. You're not a bad person. You just don't make the mistake again. I was like,
when
she spoke to me, I was like,
as in
you enter. Yeah. That made me feel a bit relieved. But I still, on my way down here, I still had to call the lady and say,
and I know you guys. Let me tell you something, right? I know Dorcas will that thing. Anything to do. I'm okay. We're gonna do something later on, very soon in this episode, right? But the dynamics between myself and Dorcas, when it comes to like certain things, I would resonate. You know, that's one of the words we use, right? Yeah. I would ponder on it. I would overthink it sometimes. And Dorcas is the one that would be like, nah, it's nothing. Don't stress. But I know for a fact that when it comes to children, we're opposites. I'll probably be like, it's alright, they'll get on, they'll be fine, they'll be alright. But Dorcas is the one that, so I can imagine how that made you feel. Like, I know, because children, she don't play with it, which is great, but I know that would really eat you up.
I felt bad.
Oh, bless you. Oh, bless friend. Sorry, friend. It's alright, we all make mistakes.
That's what she said. She's like,
literally.
It's okay, we make mistakes. It's fine.
That girl is wise. She's very wise, actually. For her age, she's pretty wise.
That's my.
So guys, because she called me. No, when we were speaking about like timing and stuff, getting to the episode and stuff, she was like, there's something I want to talk about, but I don't want to tell you now. I'll tell you on the podcast.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, tell me. But she was like, no, I'll save it for the episodes. So I can say, okay, I get it. Oh, bless you.
I think next time, don't respond to messages while you're half asleep.
While you're half asleep. Do you know, I actually made a mess up today. I made a mess up today as well. I can't really say because if I say it, the person might see it. And I don't want her to... I'll tell you off camera. Okay. I don't want her to see it because obviously we want to plan something.
Okay.
But I don't want to say it on there. But it was literally... We're on a group... We're chatting. I don't want to say too much. We're chatting.
You're already saying it.
And I posted a message on the chat that wasn't meant to be on the chat. It was meant to be for individuals. And literally, one of the girls just sent me... Duh, you just said... I literally went and just deleted it. And that's because I was about to fall asleep.
Yeah, no.
So she was like, nah, just go to bed, Regina. You're messing up already. So I get it. It's okay, babes. We all make mistakes, don't we?
What's the game you have for us today?
Okay, yeah, let's quickly do the game before we get into like the word of the day and everything else we want to talk about. So, guys, obviously, We did this podcast for a while now. Like,
I don't like it when this lady brings games to this pod.
There's no forfeit. Don't worry, there's no forfeit.
I don't like games.
No, there's no forfeits. You know, it's when I bring forfeits that is a problem. But there's no forfeits. There's nothing that we're gonna do if you lose or anything. It's not really a winning and losing game. It's just for you guys to get to know us a bit more.
Okay, I'm down with that.
In terms of like how we are, and this is all related to like podcasting and things like that. I'm trying to find my things. So this is basically just like who's most likely, or who's more like what?
Who's
most likely to, or is it who's most likely to?
More likely to.
Who's more likely to, guys?
Maybe because we're 2. If we're 3, maybe it's most.
Okay, I don't know. You guys correct us.
Like that.
English is not our first language, but it is what it is, isn't it? Mm-hmm. So yeah, who's more likely to, or who's
most likely to?
Let me find what I wrote.
To?
Who is more? Okay, who's more?
Okay, who's more?
Who is more likely to do something in relation to like how we are?
Okay. So, I like that.
I want it to be like 3, 2, 1, and we say our answers. So it should be me or Regina, or me or Dorcas. Okay. Do you get what I mean? So when I say 3, you say your answer. So we just want to see if our answers tally, if we know each other as well as we think we know each other.
Less points. Who's more likely to?
Where people are not watching and just listening.
Okay. All right,
let's say just for those that might listen and not particularly watch.
Okay, good.
So we can also point at the same time, but make sure we say the name. All right, so we're gonna start this. I'm so excited. I saw this on an episode on a podcast, and I was like, "Oh, we should do this."
Well, yeah, go on.
No, but it's cool. We just get to know ourselves better and see if we know each other the way we think.
Okay.
All right. So this is related to like doing podcasts and doing episodes. Okay. So some of the questions are related to this, not necessarily life, but just like us. All right. So who is more likely to forget to hit the record button on either camera or on the sound?
You.
3. I said wait now. 3, 2, 1. Now you said me. Now I have to think about, is it me?
You, it's you.
Okay.
It's you.
I agree, actually. Me.
You.
Okay, I agree. So it's me.
You.
The reason I say, okay, we'll give our reasons, actually. So why did you say me?
Because I don't think I'll sit without pressing record there.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I agree.
And then when I ask you to press record here, you are more likely to forget.
So I agree, actually. I'm more of the... I will probably be more forgetful. Yeah. And secondly, I think my main reason is because she does more of the like setup for cameras and sound and stuff like that. So I'll say you. Yeah. I'll say me. Yeah. Okay. Cool. We agree. Wait for our 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Gotcha.
So, oh God, I think this is making me look like a bad person. Who is more organized? 3, 2, 1.
Me.
Dorcas.
Me. 100%.
Okay, cool.
No, but well, okay.
No, in terms of like podcasting.
In terms of podcasting.
Yeah, in terms of like podcasting.
Look at me being organized.
I know, right?
I'm like,
you? Are you serious? I couldn't even say me, to be fair. No, I can't say me. All right, so this is a juicy one. I wish Basari was here because she would have answered this. We'll say what her answer would be, actually. But first of all, who is more talkative during episodes? Wait, let's think about it. Think first. Who is more talkative during episodes? It depends on the topic. It depends.
3, 2, 1.
Me.
You. You. You know, yesterday I was saying I talk a lot.
But I talk more.
Regina. And I think the only reason why I talk so much is because of you.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
So I never knew I talked this much till I met you.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, because B is very quiet.
Yeah, B is
quiet. So half the time I'm the one talking.
Okay,
and
in regards to B, who would she say is more talkative?
No, she'll say you.
No, but she'll say both of us.
If she had to pick one person,
okay, she had to pick one. Okay, yeah. But generally, she's always talking about the fact that me and you talk too much. She said, "Not today, talk."
Yeah, we talk. And then when we're together, we talk.
We talk too much.
We talk.
Guys, we've said it before, right? This is me being talkative. Maybe I should stop. We've said it before that the conversations Dorcas and I have over the phone, trust me,
way better.
It's way better than what we bring on the episode, yeah.
Yes, way better.
We even had we thought about maybe we should do something in regards to recording our conversations over the phone
and then playing it
somehow, putting it out, because it's actually more interesting.
Yeah. All
right, let's move on. Okay, so this is easy. Who's more laid back? 3, 2, 1. You.
Me.
Dorcas.
Me.
Yeah.
Regina,
okay.
your energy.
Is it?
Regina, your energy.
Is it? I'm like...
Regina's energy. I don't think I have. But the difference is, I was going to say I've never met anyone with your kind of energy. I've met people with more energy than you.
See?
But I can't tolerate those kind of people. Wow. So I like your energy. Let me just put it that way. I like the kind of energy you have.
Okay, great. Thank you. I appreciate you, friend. All right, so next one. I already know the answer to this one, but anyway, who is more likely to be late to a recording? 3, 2, 1.
Regina.
It's okay. I collect my flower. You see, that's why I should actually look more on these questions and pick good ones because I'm following the list.
You can pick.
Okay. So, who is more likely to come up with the best episode titles? 3, 3, 2, 1. You.
Titles?
No.
Okay. Well, okay. Yeah. So when it comes to maybe captions and stuff,
clickbaits.
Yeah. When it comes
Dorcas
to things like that,
good.
yeah, all those kind of things.
Yeah.
But when it comes to okay, let's talk about this. You know how to word it right. So sometimes our ideas can just be all over the place.
Yeah.
And then you'll be like, okay, let it be this way.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough. But coming up with those titles is Dorcas because she knows.
No, but that's not. You guys are good.
So, who is more likely to? Who is more active on social media?
Okay,
are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Dorcas.
Hell no. Hell no.
What?
Nope. Not
Who's
me.
more on
more
social
active
media?
On social media. More active on social
media. In what way? Okay. Maybe my understanding of active is different.
In every way.
The rolling of the eye
in every single way.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you're more active than me.
No, but okay.
I get notification from TikTok that you're on TikTok.
Really?
Yeah.
But okay. Fair.
I get notification from TikTok that you're on TikTok.
Doing what?
I just don't. My Instagram notification, I don't even know if it's on or something.
I think where I thought you was more in terms of trending conversations.
Seeing those trending conversations.
You are more in tune with it, no?
No.
Okay, I guess wrong.
I think on social media, I go there, I post, and I leave.
Okay.
Then when I have time, I then go to certain blogs, certain handles
pages.
And then I just catch up, and then I'm out.
Okay.
But you post.
But it's comment, more like Snapchat.
You're active. You don't think so?
Mm-hmm. I don't know, but I can see where you're coming from. I'm not active on Instagram.
Okay.
Barely. I think my last post was my birthday this year, and the post before that was my birthday last year. I think so. Same. So it's okay. So maybe we're
Instagram is just
it's about Snapchat. Yeah, I'm very active. You're not.
Not so active.
Barely.
Not so.
WhatsApp.
But I posted today.
WhatsApp. I haven't seen it.
I posted today.
WhatsApp. You're ghost. You're ghost on WhatsApp, bruv.
I don't like.
If Dorcas posts on WhatsApp, it's probably someone's birthday or something. Yeah.
And then I changed my profile to the person's picture.
I'll do 3 more. Okay. Okay. So, who is more competitive?
3.
Wait. Now let me think first.
Competitive.
I don't know.
3.
Wait. I don't know. I don't have an answer.
Then just say anything.
Who's more competitive?
3, 2, 1.
Me.
No. And I have a reason.
Are you?
I think
I couldn't. I only said me.
I thought you were going to say me.
Why?
I thought you were going to say me.
I couldn't think of why competitive.
Because I feel like you've seen me in spaces where you felt like I was competitive, when we're playing games.
Oh,
I felt like you've seen me in spaces where you felt like that's why I said
me. Yeah. And I'm not I only said me because I genuinely didn't have an answer, and I just
I think that would be me. I think that would be
me. I
don't like to lose.
You don't.
I don't. No.
Okay. Okay. Cool. That was okay. This one is a bit controversial.
Let's have it. I
just want to break friendship.
Let's have
because your answer is very. The answer is very okay.
Let's have it.
So let's go. Who is more likely to start a solo podcast?
3,
2,
1.
Dorcas. Yay! Guys, I'm so happy. God, no, it's over. This is great. I'm so glad that we have the same answer.
Yeah, I said
me. God, I'm so shocked.
But I want to know your reason why first.
Do you know why? Okay, my reason. Oh God, I'm so happy that we said the same answer.
No, it's me.
All right, so the reason why is because I think for me, I see you more as when it comes to like social media and doing things on social media.
Yes,
you have more of that background.
Okay.
And I feel like you're more proactive.
Okay.
When it comes to doing things, like when it comes to like the social media space,
yeah, like starting it,
like obviously I've said it in the past previous episodes that I've always wanted to do something like this since I was in uni, and that's what 2010. And I've always procrastinated till I met Dorcas, and she was like a driving force to doing it. Don't get gassed, okay? Don't let your head bust. So that's why I feel like if one of us was to start a solo podcast, it'll be you.
It'll be me.
You'd be great. What was your reason?
It'll be me. I think it'll be me just because one, I already have a YouTube channel.
Exactly, and that's another thing.
Yeah, and I stopped posting on my YouTube channel, like maybe a few weeks or months before we started this pod. Okay. And I've just abandoned it.
Yeah.
So, maybe not a podcast in particular.
But to go off on your own.
But to go off on my own, like, because it has crossed my mind, to be honest, to go back.
Since we've started?
No, not a podcast. To go back to vlogging on my YouTube channel.
We're about to fight on this pod.
No.
We're about to scrap. What are you talking about?
No, to go back to, like, doing vlogs on my YouTube channel.
Yeah. I think that would be good. Yeah. I think you should, if you do have the time. Because it will work hand in hand to have something sort of.
Time.
Shall don't leave me on this podcast. If not, guys, you will hear about it.
No.
We're going to be one of those.
I wouldn't do that.
Social media. It will be social media war. Okay, last one, because we need to move on.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a good one. Who is more dramatic?
3.
Wait now. Calm down. I keep saying wait now. You're too quick.
Because I know my answer. 3, 2, 1.
You.
Regina.
Because
I'm more dramatic.
How? Me.
I feel like I'm more. Okay.
Exactly.
I think I'm more theatrical. Then you are more dramatic.
Okay, I'm seeing where you're going, but let me let you land.
And I just heard this recently on
Deep It. Old and Bold. Yeah.
And when they said it made sense to me. Because that's how I am.
That's where I got this idea from. Did you watch?
I watched. I watched the episode.
I watched it last night. Yeah. Okay.
So when she explained it made sense. I was like, oh yeah, that's me.
So how am I more dramatic though?
I feel like you're the one that would be like if something happens, you'll be like, oh my god.
Okay, I get it.
You'll be like that.
Or I'm more expressive. Maybe we use the word expressive.
Okay. But you came up with dramatic. Yeah, but you're very expressive.
Okay.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, I get it.
I might not express myself immediately.
Yeah.
But when something now happens and I'm trying to explain, that's when I can
be very theatrical.
Yeah, it'll now seem like I'm acting, but I'm really trying to say, just like she said it, I'm really trying to say, okay, but see what happened to me.
Yeah, that is you.
Yeah, that's me, exactly.
Okay, cool. All right, guys, so that's the end of this game. Guys, I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did.
I liked it.
I really enjoyed it, and in as much as we're trying to get you guys to get to know us more, I was trying to figure out things about ourselves, because like some of the answers were a bit like, okay. But I think it was a good game. So yeah.
Right. So
let us know down below if you think, from watching us over the past couple of months, let us know who you feel is more the questions that we asked. Yeah.
Who's more likely to do some of those things.
Very good.
So, what's been happening in the streets of the Instagram and the vlogs and the... So now it looks like Oh yeah, I was gonna go straight to the celebrity gist.
Okay.
Wow, let's do the word of the day real quick.
Before we do the word of the day, guys, shout out to everyone. Guys, our last video...
Yes.
Our last episode did a great deal, and we really appreciate you guys. And we saw the comments.
Keep the comments coming in.
Keep it coming and keep sharing, guys. We appreciate your love, and please get us there. We need to get this pod to where we need to be, okay? I just wanted to say that.
And then just let me chip in a quick subscribe shout out.
Yeah.
please subscribe.
Yes,
please subscribe.
It would take anything from me. It's free. It's free.
Click
and
the red button.
We all love freebies, so please click the red button. It'd be great.
Yeah, so let's do word of the day.
All right. Who's going first?
Do you want to go first?
I've got my word, and you've got a slang.
I've got a slang, yes.
Okay.
Do you want to go first? Or should I? I can go first.
Okay, go first.
So mine is not a word. Mine is a slang. My slang of the day is over-sabi.
And
Over-sabi. If you're Nigerian, you should know what it means. If you're not Nigerian, I'm going to tell you what it means. So over-sabi is a Nigerian pidgin, which means to be excessively knowledgeable or know it all. It describes someone who displays excessive confidence, often to the point of being overbearing or arrogant.
Raw.
So when somebody's like doing too much or like knowing too much to the point that you start to come
like
off as
you're cocky,
arrogant. Yes.
Yeah, like you think you know it all.
Exactly.
A show off. These are terms that can be used.
There are people who are knowledgeable about things, and then they explain it to you in such a way that you're like, oh, thank you. Yeah, and then they explain it in such a way that you're like, oh, just shut up.
Yeah.
Kind of thing, yeah.
Yeah, I think growing up in Nigeria, we had a lot of over-sabi people.
Yeah.
In schools, with children trying to be like teacher's pet and they do too much.
Yeah, and then people in the class talking, and then immediately the teacher comes in. One over-sabi child is going to tell the teacher everything everyone said.
Yeah. Okay,
so
cool.
What's your word?
My word actually very similar to yours, because obviously I knew what we were going to talk about today, so I actually went to look for something in line with what we're going to be speaking about. And so guys, guess what? I've got a word, but I've got bonus words for you.
Okay.
So we're really giving out gems today, okay? So my actual word of the day is grandiose. I say like that.
Say again.
Grandiose.
What does that
I don't
mean?
even know if I'm pronouncing it right, but I think it's grandiose.
What does that mean?
So the definition of grandiose is excessively grand. And you know what grand is like?
Yeah.
Excessively grand or ambitious, often in ways that feels unnecessary or over the top.
Over-sabi.
It's still over-sabi, literally.
That's over-sabi.
Yeah, like when you're extra, that's grandiose.
When you're extra,
but then
that
it's now
unnecessary.
Yeah. And then an example of that in a sentence is his grandiose gesture made it seem like he was performing, not helping. You don't overdo.
That's eye service. Like that's too much.
Like just so that people can see that you're there.
And then you're doing too. Yeah.
So I got 2 extra words that means the same thing. So guys, take your pick. Okay, you can use it anyhow. The 2 extra words are overreaching, or overbearing. So they're all like.
They're synonyms.
They're very yes. So overreaching is trying to do or control too much. Often stepping beyond reasonable limits. Overbearing is domineering, trying to control or influence others in a forceful or unwelcome way. So for an example in a sentence is for overreaching. Her attempt to get involved in the argument felt like overreaching. It wasn't even her issue. Do you get what I mean?
I get what you mean.
Do you get what I mean?
I get what you mean.
Yeah.
I get what you mean.
So all these they all mean the same thing, but you can use them. You can use whichever one you want. I think that's amazing.
Yeah, I like those words.
Yeah, over-sabi is a slang version of everything I've literally just said.
Yeah, and some people might say that Angela Okorie is an over-sabi.
I see the link.
It's a sentence.
Wow.
No, you guys calm down. Don't come for me, Don't come for me. But if you do,
it is what it is, isn't it? We did.
But really, some people would say so. Backstory. Let's go into the celebrity gist.
Okay,
today.
so yeah, what we're talking about.
So, Mercy Johnson, Angela Okorie, and
Regina Daniels.
These are all celebrities in Nigeria that are Nollywood actors. So there's been some sort of feud between Angela Okorie and Mercy Johnson for years. This goes back years. And then recently, Angela did a video calling out Mercy Johnson and saying, in the past, she's always said,
I was literally going to say that this has been, she's been calling out Mercy for time. A while.
She has. And then she did a video recently and said that Mercy Johnson does jazz. For those of you who don't know jazz is aka juju, aka witchcraft, aka
AKAs for me.
Yeah, so they understand what I'm saying.
Okay.
So she basically says, Mercy Johnson is not a good person, blah 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 blah, for years. And then recently she did a video calling Mercy Johnson out again, and then saying, but now she heard that Mercy Johnson is not feeling too well, and then she has decided that because of that, she's going to forgive Mercy Johnson, right? Now, this is her saying she's going to forgive Mercy Johnson, and Regina Daniels, who is Mercy Johnson's industry baby.
Yeah.
Because Regina Daniels calls Mercy Johnson mommy.
Okay.
Came out to defend Mercy Johnson and then made a post and said, don't forgive, or like, nobody's asking you to forgive. Like, hold on to your beef because we're there with it, kind of thing. And then Angela now said...
I saw that on Instagram, actually.
Yeah, it's been everywhere. Angela Okorie then, responded and called Regina Daniel a baby, and then insulted Regina Daniel down to her husband and said, you went and got married to
that was
man,
just so...
And that she doesn't want to smell an old man. She doesn't want to smell an old person or something until she's old. Basically, with Regina Daniels, anytime anybody wants to say anything negative,
that's the only insults. That's the only thing people say. Yeah.
They just say.
And I think people need to rest now on that. Like, she's been married to the guy. Let's allow it. She's had two or three. How many children?
I'm not sure.
I think two.
I'm not sure.
Two children, 2 boys. I think for him.
Yeah,
like there were rumors that she was pregnant recently. I don't know how true that is, but she's been married to him. Let's let that die.
No, but
it was her choice.
There are people who, they might choose to let it die, but once they have beef with you, they'll bring it back.
They'll bring it up. True, that's true.
So she said something. She said, I don't want your husband, and that she even found out that Regina Daniel blocked her.
I didn't see all this, so
blocked her.
See what I said? This girl, when it comes to celebrity,
I just go there and then I catch up.
She will get all the gist. I didn't see all this one. Okay.
So she said she one time met with Regina and that they invited her to her house, and then she met with them, and the husband gave her.
I saw that bit.
Regina Daniels' husband gave her 500,000 naira, and then according to Angela Okorie, the husband was begging Angela to put Regina Daniel in her movie. Long story short, she left. She found out that she was blocked, and then Regina came back and said, let's not go there. Let's not go there because you on your own said he blocked you. The same man you're insulting is the same man that you wanted.
I heard that. I saw that.
That she is ready to post receipts, and that Angela should take her time. She just came back at Angela and also talked about her career.
Yeah.
Said, that she's been in the game for a long time, and that she was the one that put Angela on.
I feel like Regina's comebacks were sick.
Regina,
I think it was Regina 1, Angela 0. When it came back to the back and forth, I think Regina won. And I feel like she was quite mature in her insults. Very polite.
I saw a comment. Someone said she wasn't the one that typed it. That wasn't Regina that typed it.
It might have been ChatGPT because that was very well
whether or not she was the one, she gave it to her. She did.
So, this whole drama now stems from 2 people fighting or having issues, or one person having issue with another.
Yes, so that's
because the drama was Angela and Mercy. But
the thing is, you see how that drama is. Angela has been calling Mercy out, but has never for one day said what Mercy did.
But she said to her. But what she keeps saying is the fact that Mercy did witchcraft for her. Her mom did jazz.
Yeah, and that she
her
took people.
Glory.
But she was. I think she was more so fighting for Cha-Cha Ike. And
Angela is literally the female VDM. That's how I see her.
Oh well.
She's a female VDM.
Oh well.
And I'm not on anybody's side. I really don't care much about their whole drama, right? But I like to see people's like the good in certain people, right? So for Angela, I appreciate the fact that she talks a lot.
You do?
Yeah. I know. In a sense where I feel like it might not make sense. It might not be right all the time, but I feel like we need people like them. Like, I mean, when I say them,
in our life,
likes of her, not in my own life, Sha. Okay. In like the system that we have in Nigeria.
Okay.
So, so like likes of Angela VDM.
Yeah, I would say VDM, but not Angela.
I don't really know much about her, but I to be fair, I just like when people call people out.
No, that's the thing. If you're doing something wrong and I'm calling you out for it, like everybody can see that what you're doing wrong, what you're doing is wrong, and then I'm calling you out for it.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
But not.
Yeah, so that's why I said I don't really
Angela,
have much details about Angela.
She was better as an actor, like just.
But I don't think her career was really kicking off like that. She's in music now, isn't it? That's what she's always
done music.
To be fair, I don't really know the babe, and I don't care to know her. No offense, but when I was speaking to Dorcas about this whole thing, I think where our conversation went to, the direction our conversation went to in regards to this case, was more talking about inserting yourself into certain beefs.
Okay.
Do you get what I mean? Like, inserting... So this is more on, like, Regina's part, getting involved. Mm-hmm. Was it necessary? Was it not?
For her to get involved and defend her friend?
Yeah.
Or her mommy?
Her mommy, whatever.
Yeah.
So it will go on to, like, the conversation about having friendships. Even in friendships, like, picking, fighting... How do we say that in... Carrying your friend's battle or picking people's battle, carrying people's battle on your head.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. So, like, what do you feel about the whole situation in terms of Regina inserting herself in this beef? Was it needed
for her to insert herself?
Yeah. It's a deep breath for me.
I think because they're in the industry.
Okay.
I think someone had to speak up.
Mm-hmm.
For Mercy has a voice and she should have spoken up for herself. But I like that she's not speaking up. She's keeping it classy and cute.
Okay.
But for the younger ones who are hot-headed,
AKA,
I like that someone is speaking up.
Okay.
Challenging Angela Okorie.
Okay.
I like that someone is challenging her, to be honest. So I like that she inserted herself.
Okay. So you
personally, I wouldn't do it because
that's not my
personality. It's not my personality.
But you like
I like that somebody is standing up to Angela Okorie. Because it's been like a long time coming. Like you're beginning to sound like a broken record.
I can see so we can see why she's doing what she's doing in terms like Regina Daniels and why she's inserting herself.
Yeah.
So it's like, guy, you've been talking for so long, we've been keeping quiet. At this rate, it is what it is. Mercy might not want to speak, but I'm gonna say what I have to say.
Yes.
And that's fair. I think that's okay.
To defend your friend, yeah.
I personally might not do it, obviously, to the level that they're doing in terms of publicly. But I think I can do it in like a more personal level.
Yeah, I think I would do. Yes.
You get what I mean? Like if I see you, and maybe we meet at an event or somewhere like not necessarily a big event, or we see each other, and then maybe I'm hearing you now talking about this situation. I will most likely now insert myself if I'm like present. Do you get what I mean? If I'm there, like, guy, you can't be chatting about my friend like this. Like, if you're gonna talk the whole truth, like say the whole thing. Stop giving like and that's one thing I don't really like about internet beef, because they don't always say what's what. They don't say this girl took my husband and slept with my husband and I caught her red-handed. They don't do that.
Yes.
They always just beat around the bush and then now left to the consumers to now make up their own assumptions. Which is what stems to a lot of rubbish. But yeah,
I think if there was somebody like, if there was an Angela Okorie in like my real life, I would eventually have to speak up. So if you say something the first time about my friend,
you probably won't say.
I'll probably not say anything and walk away. Like I would obviously not entertain the conversation, but I wouldn't say anything. But if you start to say all the time, I'm like, how far are you?
How far are you?
Yeah, what's up?
So do you feel like it was in Regina? So okay, I kind of answered that. Do you feel like it was in Regina's place to insert herself?
I think. Yes.
Is it?
Yes. Do you know why? Yes.
Why?
I think it's actually. I think, in as much as she was defending Mercy Johnson, a part of me feels like she had that personal beef of, you were trying to get with my husband. That's why she spoke up.
Okay.
If it was just Mercy Johnson, she would have,
might not,
because she didn't say anything since.
Yeah,
Did you say
okay.
anything since?
I love that point.
I invited you to my home with my husband.
And then I find out
that you're
trying to move snaky still.
Yeah.
You're trying
and then
to move
you're now
like
talking
a snake.
about my mommy in the industry. Then I would, of course.
It's giving snake.
So it's a bit more personal.
Okay, so she has her own, and I think that's how human beings are really. Like, I feel like if there's something directed towards someone else, and then you feel like you can relate to it, or that person has hurt you before, you're more likely to.
The enemy of my friend is my
enemy.
The enemy of my friend is my. 1 second, guys. We'll get it.
No, all I know is the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yes, the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
But in this case, Ms. Joyce is not enemy, so it's like the enemy of my friend is my enemy.
Yes.
Okay. We got there in the end.
Hope you followed.
I hope you followed, guys. Okay, cool.
But yeah, I think so.
Okay.
It was personal for Regina Daniels, I think.
So, okay, so aside this whole drama, right? Let's bring it down to us, like normal people, right? I say normal people. They are normal, please. Like, just us, right? So, do you feel like, if your friend is having an issue, do you feel the need to insert yourself straight away, or would you wait for your friend to ask you to?
Okay.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. So if my friend is having an issue, like a heated conversation with someone else, and I'm there, I'm inserting myself
Straight up.
No, if it's a heated conversation.
So wait, how are you inserting yourself? Are you like trying to de-escalate, or are you trying to escalate?
I'll start by trying to de-escalate.
Okay.
I'm a peacemaker.
Buzz.
So I'll start by trying to de-escalate, but if the other person starts going crazy and saying something nasty,
you jump.
Then I'm going to escalate it.
Okay.
Because the more I start to say, why are you saying that? Then my friend will be more pissed, and then before you know, it becomes bigger than. So I usually start with trying to. Because
I like what you said about like it becoming bigger, because that's what I find when people jump in on other people's beef. Not necessarily trying to de-escalate the situation, but just because she's my friend. And that's what I've come to see over the years now with female friendship. I can only speak on female friendship because that's what I know, right? So female friendship is like loyalty to the end. We die. Loyalty, that's what we hear about. And it's great to be loyal, but where is the line of having sense, being loyal but having sense, and just being blindly loyal, like blind loyalty? So in a sense where, okay, my friend is beefing this person, I don't care what my friend did. I'm jumping in, right? And you're not jumping in to even de-escalate, you're jumping in to make it worse. Because for me, I see it as you're jumping in now is going to make the matters even worse. It's going to escalate it from probably your friend was even... Then you jumping in will not egg on to even be, and then that's where things now blow out of proportion.
True.
People start hurting each other, not just even emotionally or online. It can stem to like even physical hurt. People, seeing each other on the streets and fighting physically, things like that.
If my friend doesn't like someone, I usually would try to de-escalate.
In what way?
Like, I try to find out what happened.
Okay.
And then try to make excuses for people.
You do that a lot.
I do that.
You do that a lot.
I think I'm learning to be more outspoken with my loyalty.
Yeah, I'm learning that too. I love that you said that.
Like, I'm learning to be more outspoken with my loyalty because I'm loyal, yeah, but sometimes when I'm quiet, my friend might see it as my quietness as. Are you
like whose side? Like you're on my side.
Them.
Yeah.
You get.
And it's funny you'd say that because she's saying this and I'm laughing because I've noticed that about you. Because I brought her situation to Dorcas. This was a couple of months ago, and her initial response to me was her natural trying to see reasons in what's like trying to make light of not like trying to make. What did you just say now? Make excuses for the other person. Yeah. Do you know the conversation? Yeah. So I brought this situation and Dorcas was telling me like, but maybe, but Regina, you know this, you know that. And I'm like, okay. So initially I was like, okay, this is just Dorcas being herself. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then, but my point now is, I gradually, now over the time that I've brought something to her in regards to that same situation, I'm now seeing a different response yes. from your initial response. So that's why I agree with what you were saying about you're trying to show your loyalty now by not, okay, fair enough, I've tried to make you see reasons. Now this person that I'm trying to even make you see
is still moving mad.
It's still acting silly.
Yeah.
So you're now like, okay, now I have to take my stance, which is what I appreciate. And I feel like that's how we should all be in friendships, because I personally don't believe in blind loyalty.
Okay.
I don't believe in blind loyalty because it has to make sense to me. Do you get me? If my friend does something wrong, fair enough, I won't call you out outside in front of people. I will not make you look stupid. But I would, if you are telling me that what you did indoors, I'll tell you, say, you said, what you do say no makes sense.
Okay.
Do you get what I mean?
If your friend is getting in a heated argument in public, what are you doing?
In public?
Yes.
I'm pulling my friend away. I'm pulling her away. You're
pulling her away, but the person keeps coming and then it's looking like it's going to turn into a fight.
We're moving. We're going. We're getting in the car and we're leaving.
You're not going to fight?
No, I'm not fighting. I've passed that age of fighting. When I was, trust me, I was there. Ask my Dublin, Blanchester, TYT people. We were in that. Someone will go to your house and will pull you out of your house and will beat you up. Ooh, let me not say this. I don't know who's watching. I don't know where I'm going to read tomorrow. Can we just strike that? But like that was when you were when we were like, 14, 15, that was what we were all up, like, that's what we were on. Like, okay, you give me, and we're on the street, we'll fight. But I can't do that anymore. So I know what I have to lose. If I was single, no children, no husband, I probably would say something different. I'll say I'll say might, because where I'm right now is all I know. Do you get what I mean? Like, my present mindset is what I know. So
things can still change.
Do you get me? So for where I am right now, if you are getting heated, I'm pulling you away. I'm not gonna let some person, we're in a recording society, I'm not gonna let nobody carry their phone and record you having a very heated, almost physical confrontation with somebody, and then they post it. We're not about to be looking like that outside. We're gonna be classy. We're gonna be demure, and we're gonna leave the environment. That is what the sensible Regina would do. Now, I'm just saying this.
You never can
you
tell.
just never know.
The moment.
Old Regina might come back up. Do you get what I mean? Like the old Regina might. So, but what I would want to do in that situation is pull my friend away. Let's just leave that environment. Yeah,
but sometimes, I've realized this. When it gets heated,
okay,
and like I've done that in the past.
What?
Like my friend had an issue. She had an issue with her boyfriend at the time.
And you went to fight.
And the boyfriend came to her, we were chilling.
Okay.
And then started beating her up. No. And then seized her phone. And then she came to us, so we're chilling, and said, see what's going on. And then she ran back to him. I ran with her. Facts! I ran with her.
Love it.
My friends ran with her. We're going to,
Yeah.
That's not what I was going to say. I was going to say, if you eventually make up, because she did make up with the boyfriend at the end of the day.
Exactly.
And then we had already...
You are now the pillow talk.
Yeah. So imagine you do that for a friend, and then they go back and make up with that person. How would that make you look? Because, for instance, now, Mercy Johnson has been quiet since. She hasn't said anything since. And then she said, 12 p.m, go to my Instagram, you'll see...
Did you say anything? Because you remember you told me that...
She just went there and promoted a new deal that she has.
You said
I knew she was going to do that.
That is so terrible.
She is strategic with how she moves.
Yeah.
And then...
Regina Daniel... Which is why I don't support the whole...
So if tomorrow, Angela goes to Mercy and they reconcile...
Which is what they do.
That leaves Regina there.
Look at... whose wedding was it? Was it Priscilla's wedding? There was a wedding that happened a couple of months ago. I don't know if it was Priscilla's or some other wedding, where Blessing CEO... I think it was Priscilla's Nigerian wedding.
Where Blessing CEO went and reconciled with Vicky James.
Vicky James. There was another person. I think it was Nkechi
Blessing.
Or something like that. Like, they went and they apologized and whatnot. I don't really know. Guys, don't quote me on anything.
And then the fans...
It's what I saw. Do you get what I mean? And I was reading it, and I think someone posted, and the person was like, this social media beef... It's good to stay away from it. The whole Davido and Wizkid, all these things. Look, there's no need to get involved, because when they reconcile, you would look stupid.
Yeah.
You would look really, really stupid. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. So sometimes people, but if you check, sometimes people who jump in out of their ego being bruised. Like a friend.
Why is your ego being bruised? You're not the one they're coming for.
You're not the one they're coming for. Like what I said with Regina, I felt like it was personal. Because of her husband. So it wasn't necessarily because she wanted to be there for her mama.
She can stand to differ. But we know the truth.
Because if you wanted to be there for mama, for instance... You
will move like your mama and just...
No, you would defend mama
and leave it
without including your husband and saying, but you wanted him. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. That so she took it personal at that point. Yeah. So although Angela called out her husband first because Angela came for the fact that she married an old man and all that stuff.
Yeah, then, well, still.
Yeah, so it's like, you called my husband out, so let's go there. Do you get what I mean? But I get where you're coming from.
It was brewing.
Yeah, it was like, it's normal now. It's normal. You know, even if you don't act on certain issues or you keep quiet, I know that I'm the type of person that you might hurt me and I might not confront you. Do you get what I mean? But because we've not spoken about it, me and you, I might say in my mind that, I have no issues with this person, but best believe something happens down the line and it's you again that is the one. You're the one, like, either coming for me or something. That, like you said, it will come back up. So it might not be, that might not be the main issue, but trust me, that's, I don't know if it's bias or subconscious. I just keep it funny. Subconscious is stored somewhere in your subconscious mind, right?
Yes.
That this person did this to me. I didn't act on it when it happened. Now you're giving me a reason to actually now act on it, and that's what I guess we were just giving our own opinion on this whole saga. But I don't. The saga is not really what we wanted to, talk more about. It was more about the whole friendship and blind loyalty. Because if you go on Instagram now. This is me being talkative. Oh God, that game we played now is playing on my head. If we go on Instagram, you see a lot of videos on friendships, right? Because obviously, I guess that's the stage that we're at, trying to figure out friendships, who we are carrying on to our next phase and things like that. And a lot of it is about, so you hear some that are like, oh, my friend do this, I'll do this, loyalty. And then you have the other side where it's like, me, I know they carry people's fight for head though. If my friend fights Ginika, I fight. So it's like, where is the middle ground here? Like, and I feel that middle ground is where I want to be. I want to really be in that middle ground because I know my stance on so many things. Like, even this whole thing, I've had people fall out with me because of the fact that I did not hop on the whole loyalty wagon because they had an issue with somebody and I didn't fully hop on it, even though to me, in my own capacity, I made my stance known. I made you know that, okay, fair enough, you two are having issues, especially because maybe I have some sort of relationship with both parties, right? So fair enough, you two are having issues. I'm closer to this person, yeah, but I'm not going to write you off. I'm not going to beef you because it's not my fight. Do you get where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
So I'm not going to beef you, but I'm not going to be besties with you. I'm not going to now all of a sudden be besties. We're not besties before. Do you get me? I'm still going to be cordial with you as in, hi, if anything, that's life. Like, things happen. You don't know who needs you. If anything happens,
I think I see it a bit different.
Okay, let me hear.
So I see a bit difference in the sense that so all my friends are different. So there are people who want you to actually speak up for them.
Yeah.
And then there are people who want you to stay quiet when something is happening.
And there are people, sorry to cut you, there are people that do not speak up for themselves.
Yes.
And that's most likely you will need to be the one to stick up for them. So go on.
So I wouldn't necessarily stay quiet, depending on the friend and what the friend wants. So there are friends who would want you to say something.
Yeah.
Because they feel like you would de-escalate the situation and they don't mind you saying something. And there are friends who don't want you to say anything because they don't want you to de-escalate the situation. They want fire.
But then those friends, do they not want you to join them in escalating this situation?
No, they probably want you to either join them in escalating. Those ones that want you to, not say anything because they don't want you to. This de-escalate. Hope you guys are following.
But like to add fuel to the fire to kill the fire. Basically.
So those friends who do not want you to say anything because they feel like you would make things better, right? Those ones want war. So you saying anything now would... But so if you don't say anything, because they know that that's your personality, they'll prefer it. Yeah. They don't want you to say anything.
They'll respect it, which is why I feel people should start respecting people's, decisions. And stuff.
And then maybe as humans and grown humans that we are, we should start having these conversations with our friends where we say, okay, what would you want?
Happens,
what would you like? Because we don't know these things. Yeah, Clark. What do you do with nails?
I don't know why we don't have nails. Clark, Gen Z.
Oh yeah.
Voila.
So I think if we have those conversations with our friends and know what they would like, nobody will be angry with anybody, depending on what you do.
And I think that's what's missing in a lot of friendships. Even all these things we're saying, we are talking to ourselves as well. That's what's missing in a lot of friendships. Because my situations that I've been in, if genuinely I knew that this person wanted me to do this, and we've had that conversation, we would have avoided the misunderstanding. Now, we might have not had the conversation. I know. So, like that balance. Because your friend will take offense with the fact that how they expect you to react. But if we've had that conversation one, and we know our friends, like you know your friend, you shouldn't be angry if your non-confrontational friend is not jumping in on your fight.
Yes. I was going to say, in relationships, guys know how to... When a guy is trying to get to know a girl, he comes out and he asks certain questions. What's your favorite color? What do you like to eat? What's your favorite food? But with female friendships,
clock it.
We don't ask ourselves these questions, right? So it's when an issue happens, you'll now be like, oh, I didn't know that's how you wanted me to react.
Exactly.
Or you get...
Yeah.
But if you outrightly ask these questions, are you the type of person that in a fight you want me to speak up for you or not? Are you the type of person that when we're in public, you're the type that can stand on the table to dance?
Dorcas, are you the type of person that in a fight you want me to stick up for you or not? Bear it out on the podcast.
In a fight,
what would you want me to do? Because I've never asked you.
Wow.
Don't worry, go and think about it. We'll talk about it offline.
I'll think about it because I've never had...
You answer me.
I've never asked
because
I'll
tell you mine as well. I haven't thought about it, but yeah.
Yeah, but I think we should start having these conversations in our female friendships.
Exactly.
It's not just a guy trying to know a girl that,
Yeah,
can do that.
People always say that friendship breakups are harder than even relationship breakups. So if we have that mindset, because that's what people say nowadays, right? If we already have that mindset that that's what how deep friendship breakups are, why don't we treat friendship breakups, not necessarily like, obviously not romantic relationship, but the same steps that you take in getting to know a partner, you should also, because it's all relationship at the end of the day.
Date your friends, basically.
Date your friends, get to know your friends.
But also find out if your friend is straight before you date them. Find out, because they might be reading the wrong
that's
meaning
when the lines will be blurred.
Yeah, they'll start reading meaning into things.
No, but in a straight friendship, you should date your friend, because I've always thought about it. I was still speaking to my husband one day, and I was saying to him that the same way we do whole love language with couples and relationships and stuff, and marriage or lovely relationships, it's the same way you should do love language with your friendships, because you know me, I always tell you, you know what my love language is, and that's why, and we're very different. So my love language, words of affirmation and physical touch. She hates when I touch her. She hates it, but she ain't got a choice, and she doesn't like when I'm like, oh, I love you and all mushy. She doesn't like it, but she knows that's what I love. So when I always tell her like, you to give me some, and I give you. What is your love language actually? I think it's acts of service.
It's different in friendships and relationships. In relationships, I actually like
physical
touch.
I know. Yeah. That one I know. She loves
in relationships. I like physical touch.
But in friendships,
and I like words of affirmation in relationships.
Really?
Yes, in relationships.
Mine is relationship, friendship, everything. I want to touch you. I want you to tell me you love me. Yeah. I'm needy like that.
But in friendship, I need to think about these things, because really in friendships, I've not really thought of my friendships like how I do now lately. So
it's food for thoughts for all of us, for you guys, for us here. So let's bring it home, guys.
So what do you guys think? What does loyalty look to you guys in your own friendships? Is it your friends speaking up for you, being loud when something is happening, or them being quiet? I feel like you said something about silence being wisdom.
Yeah, I was like, what did I say?
Something about, does being quiet mean...
Being silent, is it being
smart?
Is it wisdom or is
loyalty?
It loyalty or something like that?
Yeah, so I think...
Yeah, is silence disloyalty or wisdom? That's the question, guys. Let us know in the comment section.
Yeah, let us know.
For me, I feel like silence is wisdom most of the time. Obviously, if you're a wise person. Okay, say what you gotta say, because that hand looks like you're about to drop something. Drop it.
I agree with you.
Okay, because I feel even like generally
I think Mercy Johnson being quiet is wisdom.
It's smart. It's wise.
Yes.
It's wise because now look, the heat is not even really on her like that. Now the beef has shifted.
A whole new family has started receiving
collecting. Exactly.
Regina and the poor husband.
Yeah. So that's why we always say pick your battles. Not just in this scenario, but in general life. Like, if you get into a room, if you get into a space, don't always be the first to speak. Don't always be the loudest person. Sometimes you might be a fool. I think even the Bible says, like, you might be a foolish person, but when you're quiet, you look wise. That, guys, if you agree with me or if you disagree, let us know in the comment section. When you're quiet most time, deep it. When you look at some people that are quiet, they are so mischievous. You want to get to know more. You want to, why is this person quiet? Do you get me? Like, so that's why I feel like silence is not always disloyal.
It's not always
disloyal. They're different things. You could be, like I said, non-confrontational. So you're not disloyal to your friend. You're just not a very loud person. You're not a very attacky person.
Yeah, and then sometimes you might end up being that loud person and it will backfire.
And not all... Another thing, guys, not everyone that is loud, riding for you, shouting, is actually your friend.
Yes. They just might be over Sabi.
They might be... Again. They might be overreaching, over Sabi. They might be just grandiose. They might just be dramatic.
They might just be doing it for show off.
For ego.
And then behind closed doors,
they're even talking to that person.
Yeah. So know your friends.
Know your friends. So
know your friends.
I think that's the best way to end this whole thing, right? Know your friends. Know that if this one friend is quiet, this person is still my ride or die.
Yes.
It doesn't mean she's not loyal to
100%.
me. This is who we are. This is our friendship.
Yeah.
I
agree with you. I love
this. This is very wholesome.
You guys, please let's continue this conversation in the comment section.
Yeah.
And we'll be responding to all your comments as well.
Yeah.
If you've gotten to this point of the episode, like we always say, do like, share, comment, subscribe, and it was a good episode.
Stuff. It was good. I think it was very wholesome.
Yeah, it was.
And we appreciate you guys. Please subscribe to the channel, and
we'll see you in our next episode. Love.
Always. Bye. Mwah.